Yes. Hello everyone. Good evening. So, welcome to Robopreneur channel. So today I'm gonna teach you how to build a Scratch game development. We'll have a fun and exciting game, creating a game using Scratch. So in this new year, by watching this video, in this new year you can build your own creative of your own game by using Scratch. So please do watch till the end of the video. So now, introduction to Scratch game development. So first of all, what is a program? So a program is a set of instructions that a computer follows to complete a task. So as we human have a communication language to talk each other, so machine understand this programming language. So what is a program? The alignment of the program. Programming consists of three parts. First we have to plan, write, test and debugging. So what is planning? I'll give you an example, explain all the things. First, planning the program. Second is writing the program in any programming language. Right now currently we are using Scratch. And testing and debugging the program. These are the process. So programming analogy, I'll take an example and explain you how does it works. We'll take an example of a kid getting dressed for the school. So here first, he has to take off his pajamas, then his undergarments of previous day. Next, he will wear a fresh pair of undergarments, putting his school uniform, then wearing his accessories such as belt, tie, ID cards, socks, shoes, etc. So by saying this, you have followed a set of instructions to complete a task which is getting dressed. So similarly, like this, you will write a program in a proper order that the computer does the task given it correctly and we get the result as expected. So now coming to the Scratch. So what is a Scratch? Scratch is nothing but a graphical user interface, a block-based coding where a drag and drop functionality will be there in traditional programming language. And it helps the programmers to learn how to write program in a fun, educational and easy way using blocks. Why students use Scratch? Students use the Scratch to code their own interactive stories, creating animations, games, etc. In this process, the students will learn, increase their creativity, reason systematically, and work collaboratively. So, which are the essential skill set of everyone in this today's society. So now I'll take you to the Scratch interface. This is the home screen of the Scratch. I'll just give a gist of this and I'll take you to the Scratch coding part. So here you can see the different categories of Scratch program interface. So this is called stage and these are called sprite character. I'll explain everything further slides. So this is the scripting area. These are called blocks. So what is a stage? Stage is nothing but the area where the sprite or the character performs an action according to your script. So similarly, a sprite is nothing but an object or a character that perform action according to your based on your script. So backdrop is nothing but like a wallpaper background image. So here you can choose the image according to your a wish. The here backdrop can be added via like you can do your own paint or download from the Google or the library which is already present. Similarly, there are different characters, sprites you can choose. Here also you can upload from the computer or you can do paint your own paint, etc. And in the left corner you can see the palettes. So these are the palettes. There are different kinds of palettes like motion palettes, control palettes, sound palettes, etc. Inside that each palette you get a different block palettes. I'll explain you while explaining the code, each and everything. Next, what are the components of Scratch? The main components here we use is like stage palette, sprite palette, block palette, scripting area, and menu bar. So what is a stage? As I told you, stage is nothing but a background or a backdrop for your Scratch project. So here either you can choose your own sprite downloaded from the Google or you can do your own paint. And second thing, a sprite. Sprite is here, you can see a character to be here. So this is called a sprite. Sprite is nothing but an object or a character which performs different actions in the projects. According to your script, it performs. They can also be moved here and there to any places in the stage. Next, stage palette. Stage palette, as I told you, we can choose different stages or backdrop according to your convenience, according to your, like, you can do your own paint or download from the Google, or you can use your libraries, backdrop libraries. So blocks, I hope so all the students will be for sure playing this jigsaw puzzle. It is also like a jigsaw puzzle piece where you used to program by dragging and dropping them below one another in the scripting area. So block palette. So block palette, each palette you have different blocks. There are motion palette, look palette, sound palette, events, control, and much more. So inside each palette you have a block palette. So I'll show you 2 activities. So in that thing I'll explain each and everything. So what is a script? As you know, script is nothing but a programming or a code in the Scratch. It is just a set of blocks that are arranged below one another in a specific order to perform a task or a series of tasks. So, and the scripting area is the area where you write the script. So now let us make a small script, like a small animation, then I will move on with the a game, with exciting fun game. So everyone can see the screen now. I'll try to create a new file. So this is the Scratch interface. So what I was talking about in the slides, the deck. So this is the stage where you choose the backdrop of whichever choice you want. And to do that, just go to the in the left corner, right corner. You can see choose a backdrop, click on that, and you have a plenty number of backdrops in your libraries you can choose. So currently I'll choose go with blue sky. So once you click on it, your backdrop gets changed. So now similarly, if you want the sprite or a character which you want to run or do the script for that, so you can choose here again in the right corner. You can see here choose sprite, click on that. And you can choose, see a lot of categories here like animals, people, dance, music, sports, food, fashion, etc. So currently I'll go with the same cat sprite. So now, before learning about this stage, first thing you have to know about The thing what we are doing is a 2D animation, 2D, two-dimensional animation. So which has x-axis and y-axis. For that, I'll share you the. So here you can see the x-axis as well as y-axis. So the x-axis is left to right. So the right side is the positive value and the left side is the negative value. Similarly, y-axis is upside down. The y positive value is towards up and the negative value is towards down. This is very important while you opt the values for the sprite, in which direction it has to move according to your script. So currently I will drag it down, so the y value will be negative. So I will make that cat to move here left and right. So the value will be a negative value, or else you can directly drag and do that. So now just click on the sprite and drag it to the place where you want and start from there. So here, as I said, this is the stage where we work, create the animation thing, and I showed you how to choose the backdrop, how to choose the sprite. And now this is the scripting area, a white empty area where you write your code. So and this is the menu bar where you can open the new file, save the files, etc. And here, this is the left corner is the palette. So as I was talking about palettes, there are different palettes here. Motion, which is nothing but movement. Looks, the appearance of the character. Sound, you can integrate with sound. Event, control, operators, mathematical operators if you want to, and variable, create a variable, etc. And when you click on any one of the palette, example I clicked on motion, you can see different block palettes. So in motion, what you want exactly to do? Either you want to go forward, backward, turn left, right, or glide, etc. So now, as I said, I'll make a small animation that my cat moves from left to right. So first, I'll go to the event palette, drag one flag, click. So here you can observe here a top corner flag, which is nothing but run button or go button, and the red one is stop button. Once you have done with the code, if you click on the flag, your code starts running. So for that, we have to initialize with when flag clicked. So next, I'll go to the control panel, select forever. So as you know, we have different loops, we have repeat loops, the forever loops. Currently, I want my character or sprite. The sprite name is nothing but cat. So want to move left and right unlimited time. So I'm using forever loop. Now I'll go to motion palette, take move 10 steps. Since I'm putting move 10 steps, since it is in a loop, it went to the edge corner of the stage. I want it back again. So for that, so I'll scroll down in the motion block. So there is a block called if on edge bounce, means when my character or the sprite touches the edge, so let it get bounce back. So I'll add that thing and I'll try to run now. You can see here, while going it's moving properly, but while coming back it is like upside down. So for that we have to select one more block called set rotation style left to right. So what it will do, it will reflect, it will make the opposite of that and make straight. So left right turn. So now we can see my character sprite is moving from the left to the right, but it is just like moving, not like we can't see any like walking movement or anything. For that we'll go for look block, select next costume. So what does this next costume do? This next costume will change from one image to the other image, walking image. So it appears like walking, switching from one image to the other image. Since it is in loop, it is very fast. So to make it slow, so I'll go to the control block, take wait, and I'll make it like 0.1 second, millisecond. So now we can see my character is moving, walking from left to right. So this is a small animation thing, how to use the blocks and to do the script. So now we'll do a game, a fruit catch game. You'll have more fun with that. So I'll stop it. So to run the script, either you can click on this green flag or this go button. You can see. And to stop, just click on the stop button. If you want to have a look in full screen, you can just click on that, maximize. So like this, you can create your own animation and storytelling of your own storytelling. You can do that thing. So now, let's move on to, we'll build a game activity. So for that, I'll try to delete this, or I'll choose a new file, go to in menu bar, go to new. So now I want to make a game. It's already open here. So we start with the game. So in today's game, I teach you like how the sprite catches a fruit or any kind sort of objects. So here, first I'll select the backdrop. Click on backdrop, choose backdrop. You can choose whichever wish you want. So I'll go with the same blue sky. So second thing, I would like to change the sprite this time. So I'll go to sprite. So I'll go for monkey. So click on that. So it will be added here. So what I'll do, I'll delete the cat sprite. How to delete? Just click on that. Click on this delete button. It will disappear. Now I'll drag this monkey down and set the position. When the monkey is dragged towards which position you want, you can see the values over here, x-axis value and y-axis value. So whenever I start the game, it will start in the same position. So that I will define in my script. So I'll do the coding, and one more thing I want, like I choose banana only. Okay. So the game theme is like banana will be falling from the top, the monkey has to catch it, have it. In case if the monkey fails, your game is over. So first we have two sprites, one is monkey and one banana. So first I will code for a monkey, so click on the monkey sprite. So event block, when flag clicked. Second thing, the monkey size is little bit big, so what I do, I'll reduce the size of that. So go to looks palette, select set size to. So here in 100% I'll try to edit to 70%. So you can see my monkey became a little bit small. This is okay for the stage. Next, as I said, I'll set the position of my monkey. Whenever the game is restarted, it will start from the same position, x and y axis. So go to motion block, select go to x and y block. So this is the position where my monkey game, whenever the game restarts, the monkey starts with the same position. The x value is +3 and y value is -117. So this value setting is very important, depends on the game where you start, which position you start in the 2D plane. According to the 2D plane, what I showed, x-axis and y-axis, according to that, you initialize the value in the x-axis and y-axis. So now the position is set, size is set. Next, here I'll use my arrow keys, keypad arrow keys, left arrow and right arrow, to make the movement of the monkey. When I press the left arrow key, it moves towards the left. When I press the right arrow key, it moves towards the right. So for that, again I'll go to control, take forever block, and then go to again if condition. Here I set a condition that if I press a left arrow key or right arrow key, what should happen? So I'll go to the sensing block, take drag key space pressed. So here drop down, change it to whichever keys you want, you can choose. Right now I'll be going with left arrow key and right arrow key. You can use up, down, depends on your game how it should be done. You can use letters also. Currently I'll go with right arrow and left arrow. So I'll click on right arrow. If I click on right arrow, my monkey should move towards the right direction. So again go to the motion block, select change X by 10. Why X axis? Because my monkey wants to move in the X axis, left to right. If it is up and down, then it will be Y axis. So currently, whenever I press a right arrow key, my monkey starts moving towards the right direction, which is positive value. You can check the 2D plane, initially I showed you. So here it is plus value of X and left side is a minus value. Again in the Y axis, up is plus, down is minus. So now change X by 10. The meaning of this, whenever you press the right arrow key, your sprite moves 10 step ahead towards right direction. So similarly, I want another if condition. So again, go to the sensing block, key pressed. This time I'll opt left arrow. So for left arrow, the opposite of the x-axis, it is plus 10, so we have to change to minus 10. So this value you can notice in the 2D plane. So here go to change X by minus 10. So this is the code for the monkey sprite. So I can run and show you. You can just click on the flag and you can execute. If I press left, it is moving left direction. If I press right, it is moving right direction. So I am able to control the monkey sprite. So now the code for the monkey sprite is done. Now we have to do the code for banana. So here for us the banana should be falling from the top like a rain. But it shouldn't be continuous. There should be some delay for that. Like one banana, after one banana, at least 2 seconds or 3 seconds, the other banana will come. But in random position. Otherwise, what will happen? All the banana will start falling in the same place. So here, for this banana, again, I will go with event. Click on event. When flag clicked. Again, I'll try to set the banana size. I feel it's a little bit big. So I'll go to looks. Here set size to. I'll try to reduce for 80%. So this is fine. Or 70%. Yeah, this is fine. So now I want my banana to fall from the top to bottom down. So the y value on the top is plus, and when it goes down, again it should appear from the top. So for that, so I have set the position. Next, I'll go to repeat control. Before initially, so we have to hide this. We have an option called hide and show. Why we have to hide? It should be invisible. From where it is falling, it should be not visible for us. So it is like randomly falling from the top. So we have to move left and right and catch it. For that, I go for looks, choose the option, hide. So how much time you have to hide? If you completely hide, what will happen? It will completely disappear. it will be not visible in the screen stage. So what you have to do, I have to give some delay for that. After this time, let it be shown. So for that, I'll go to the control block, select wait. I'll try to choose for 2 seconds. So according to this, the banana size is set to 70%, and initially it will be high for 2 seconds. Then I want it to fall from the top, so I'm using a repeat block, continuous repeat block. So here I'll give value of 100 or whatever you want. I'll choose 100. You can choose more also. The repeat is nothing but iterative. So how much time it should happen. So next, here I choose only one sprite. You can observe here there is only one banana. For me, it should be falling each every 2 seconds. So for that, there is a concept called clone. Here in the Scratch coding, we have a concept called clone. Clone is nothing but the copy of the main sprite. Copy of the main sprite. Instead of duplicating this banana again and again, we can duplicate the same sprite again and again. But we have to do code for everything each and every time. For all the duplicate sprite, we have to do the code. Instead of that, we'll have just one sprite and make a clone of that. So for that, I'll go to the control block, scroll down. So you can see a block palette called create clone of myself. Means here the myself is nothing but here the banana sprite. So it will create its own multiple copies of banana. So now after creating, here also I'll try to give some delay of 1 second. So once it created, after 1 second again it will start creating, so that it will be there will be a time delay for each banana to fall. So next I'll go for control block. Here I'll choose a block palette called when I start a clone. When the clone starts, means the banana starts, from where it is to start, I have to do the coding for that. So now I'll go for, I have to set the position for the banana from where it has to fall. I want from this range to this range. So for that, I'll go to X and Y. So here we have an option called random position random. The meaning of this is it will only choose randomly from where it wants to fall. So for that, I'll try to add. So this is the X position. So I'm choosing X position as random position. So this value I'll choose to minus 200 to 200. So this is nothing but from 200 from this position till this position, negative position. So from here till here, it can appear wherever it wants randomly. So next, y-axis, I'll try to give 150. So it will set the position from somewhere here in this line. So next, now since I had made hide, initially it will be not visible. Now I have to make it visible. So for that, I'll go for looks, click on show. So now in the random position, it will start appearing. So now after this, again I'll go to the control block, take the block called repeat until. So here I'll go to the sensing block. So here we have two conditions. One is when the banana starts falling from in the y-axis from top to down, the monkey has to catch it. Either it has to touch the monkey to get the score, to score this thing, else it has to touch the ground. So I'll go for sensing block and take touching the edge. So when the banana touches to the edge, what should happen? So when the banana touches to the edge, so it has to move in the y-axis. So I'll go to motion block. Here, change y. So it has to fall from the top to down. So down value is negative. So I'll change to minus 5. Let it move just 5 step downwards towards the ground. So next, again I'll go to control block, take if condition. If it touches the monkey, if the banana touches the monkey, what should happen? So I'll go again for the sensing block, select the condition, touching, click on the drop down and select monkey. So now when the banana touches the monkey, so it should disappear. The banana means the monkey is eating that, so it should disappear. For that, what I will do, so go for control block, delete the clone. Yeah, delete this clone. So before deleting, we can add some weight for that, otherwise it will be very fast. So I'll go to the control block, add 0.1 second, edit to 0.1 second. So it takes some time to delete. So now the banana will start in the x-axis random position wherever it wants. It is choose by pick random option block within the range minus 200 to 200, and it will fall from top to down. That is nothing but y. So the y axis will be changing minus 5 steps. So the banana starts falling 5 steps downwards. So now I'll try to run this code. See, banana is coming. Once it touches the monkey, you can observe here it is deleting. So this becomes very unusual. So we'll make it more exciting thing. So for that, we will try to add some score or some music to that, sound to that. So it will be more fun for you guys. So for that, so whenever the monkey catches and eats the banana, we'll add some sound for that. So for that, you have to click on sound block. Here, choose a sound, and you have n number of sound options in the libraries. So you can choose whichever sound you want. I'll try to go for correct sound. So just click on that. You can see it will be added here. So now I'll go to the code and add that sound. Go to the sound palette, select start sound correct. So now I'll run the code. You can observe. You can observe that sound. Now it has become more interactive. Still we can make it more fun. So now I'll stop the game. In case if the monkey failed to catch the banana, so what we can do, we can make that like game over. For that also we can add with some sound effect and a text background that game over. So for that, I'll go to the backdrop here, click on that. Click on backdrop in the menu. Here, I'll duplicate this original backdrop, what I've already done. So click on duplicate. So click on that blue sky. We got blue sky 2, the duplicate one. I'll go with blue sky 2, sorry. So here I'll add a text called game over. Whenever the monkey fails to catch the banana, backdrop will change to game over. So now I'll add a text. I'll select the color, text color. I'll go with black. So you can choose whichever color you want here. So currently I go with black and click on the text button. So now you can type the text game over, and I'll try to maximize this. Just click on this and drag it. You can see a text called game over. You can change the font. I'll go with Pixel. So set where adjust the place exactly where you want. So now this is set. So now again I'll go to the code. Click on banana sprite. So as I said, if the monkey touches the banana, it will have the correct sound and delete the clone. In case if it touches the edge, means ground, if it falls to the ground, it should display game over for us. For that, we have to set the backdrop initially. So I'll go to looks, switch. Initially I'll put here, add a backdrop. Default backdrop is blue sky for us. And in case if the banana falls down, so here I change to blue sky 2, means it will show the backdrop of game over. So for that also we can add some more sound effects, so it will be more attractive. So again I'll go to the sound, click on, I'll give like tada. Yeah, I'll select the sound and go back to the code and go to sound, play sound, sound. Then once it falls down, the entire all the things sprite, banana sprite, the character should stop. So for that, I'll go to control and choose stop on. So when the game over, all the characters should be freeze, right? So for that we are using stop on. So now I'll run and show you the code. I'll try to maximize the screen. Now you can see, so I'm collecting the banana. If I leave the banana, so it tells game over. To make it still more fun, we'll try to add the score and background music also. So for that, as you have been playing games, the background music will be humming every time. So I'll go to the backdrop, again select on event and go to sounds, click on sound. Here I choose video, game, sound, whichever you want. I'll try to take this one, click on that, go back to the code and try to add that. Start sound, play sound until done. So now you can run and see the background music starts. In case if you leave it, it's over. So now, we can add some score to the game. Like initially how many bananas you catch, that will be incremented in the score. That also we'll try to add. So for that, again I'll click on banana. So for this score, we are creating a variable. In programming language, variable is nothing but a memory where it stores the values. So I'll go to variable, click on make a variable, and you can give your own name, whatever you want. Like I'll try to give score and click OK. Let it be default for all the sprite. For only this sprite means the particular banana sprite it will be. For all the sprite means what are the sprites you have used in the game, it will be implemented for that. So I'll go with for all the sprites, click OK. Now you can see once you click on that, you can see a score card on top of the left top of the backdrop stage. So now initially I'll set my variable score. I'll set the score to 0. Whenever you start the game, it starts from 0. Now, and once it starts collecting, it will start incrementing. The scores get adding. So we will go with 1 point itself, or you can choose 5 points, 10 points according to your convenience. So I'll go with 1 point. So I'll choose a block called change, and I'll put end of the loop here and select score. So now what happens? Initially the score will be 0. When the monkey started collecting the banana, your scores get incrementing 1 by 1, one step. So I'll start the game. So you can on incrementing here score, set score to 0. I think we have to put inside the loop, sorry, when the monkey is touching, correct. So I have to put it here. Sorry for that. So now let us see. Now you can see this is implementing 3, 4, 5. Now in case you fill the game, oh. So like this, you can add much more attractive things to your game. So, and I hope so you enjoyed this session. In further videos, I'll try to implement most, or if you want any game to be done using Scratch, you can just drop in the comment box. Later on in our videos, we'll go with AI games also, artificial intelligence, how artificial intelligence implemented in the games. So thanks for watching. I hope so you enjoyed this session. Thank you.